Welcome to our 5 on 5. We're pleased to be joined by Jeanne Stallman, the conference chair and SOU Outreach and Engagement Coordinator. Is that right?
Director, yeah.
Executive Director, excuse me. As well as Annika Hedstrom, conference attendee and Senior Financial Analyst for Sky Oak. We're, of course, talking about this Women's Leadership Conference held in Medford just a couple of months ago. Jeanne, you organized this event. What was your goal and your mission?
Really, our mission is to try to foster leadership in our community, which more accurately represents our whole community. The reality is that women are not occupying leadership roles in our community to the same extent that they are part of business and the community.
Mm-hmm. And do you feel you accomplished your goal?
I think we're definitely working toward it. At the end of the day, conference attendees were just abuzz with excitement about what they were going to go out and do. We interviewed them a month later and found that a huge percentage, 85%, said they had taken direct action as a result of the conference.
Wow, that's a pretty impressive number. You were happy with this, I guess.
I was pretty excited, yeah.
And did you get a good turnout? Did you get a lot of people to show up?
Way more than we imagined we could even handle, to be honest with you. We set an original goal of, well, we planned for about 80, and we had a goal of, it'd be really nice if we got 100. A week after we opened registration, we had 150 people enrolled, 10 on the wait list. We ended up figuring out how to take more, and so we took in 220, and we're left with a wait list still.
Wow, well, a good problem to have.
It was wonderful. It was great, although we felt terrible about the people that we couldn't get in.
Sure, hopefully next year.
Yeah, hopefully.
And Annika, you attended the conference. What did you take out of it more than anything else, perhaps?
Well, I took a lot out of it. It really changed my life. And I think the biggest lesson that I learned was the caliber of women within this community is astronomical. There are more professional leaders and women within this community than I was ever aware of or ever anticipated. Very high caliber, very giving, very willing to mentor, very willing to show other young professionals the ropes and just how to go about doing so in a very positive, committed way. So I was definitely impressed and still am impressed with everything that I took away from the conference.
Oh, that's fantastic. All right, well, we'll got a lot more to cover. First, we're going to take a quick break. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. Again, we're here with Jeanne Stallman and Annika Hedstrom. We're talking about the Women's Leadership Conference that was held just a couple months ago here in Medford. Annika, you were telling us before the break just how much you got out of this. It's something you've been able to take with you every day, right?
Absolutely. It definitely changed my life. After the conference and participating in the speakers, I gained the confidence to go talk to someone within the community that I felt was really making an impact and someone that I wanted to emulate. And in doing so, I've forged an incredible relationship that's actually turned into my current position now. So it was the ability for me to look around the room, look at these women that have accomplished these great things that I would like to emulate, and go out and see how I can do it and have them mentor me along the way.
That's fantastic. Okay, and Jeanne, you were part of the creative team that put this on. Who
did
amongst
it?
you? Yeah,
Who's responsible?
You didn't do this alone, did you?
Definitely not. No, what we were talking about earlier with the number of women in the room, the amazing amount of accomplished professionals who were in the room, amazed all of us that were there, and it was part of, it came from the crew that put the conference together. We were blessed with a group of women of different ages, different stages in their careers, all coming together from very accomplished women who had broken barriers. Actually, your own Patsy Smullen was one of them,
sure.
And a few others there. Mid-career women, women just starting out, all coming together. And altogether between the committees that put this thing on, there were about 30 of us working on this.
Wow.
So it was an incredible group to be part of in the planning and then on a big scale with the conference.
Yeah, and a big success, the conference. This was the first year doing it. And
this was.
How in the world do you filled the room, you turned people away. How in the world do you build from here?
That's a great question, and we're trying to figure that out. Actually, yesterday we had our first planning meeting for a conference in 2014, and that was a big part of the conversation. What can we do to make it bigger so that we can bring more people in, because we know there's a great hunger for this. So we're scratching our heads and trying to figure out how can we rejigger things so that we can make sure that we can take in as many people as possible for this.
And I know we're running short on time, but I know you guys do have a website, and people can actually see and in a way participate in the conference,
connect.
correct?
Yes, we'd like them to connect. For the folks that couldn't get there, the keynote speakers are videotaped up on the website, so they can see what went on that way. Join with us on Facebook, LinkedIn, all those you can connect through the website, and it's a way to communicate with other women, express your interest, so we make sure that we get you information for next year.
And it's sou.edu/womenlead.
Women Lead.
Women Lead. Very good. Ladies, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Our pleasure. Stay with us. We'll be right back.